Hello there guys, and welcome back to another video for Solo Leveling Arise, in which I'm going to be talking about the Raid Up banner. And this game is a little bit different when it comes to the permanent banner. Other gacha games, probably you guys are used to not having like a lot of pulls for the permanent banner, but for Solo Leveling Arise you actually will be getting a lot of pulls at the start. You are getting around 320 pulls just for this particular banner, and you have the option to rate up some of the characters and weapons that are available. So pretty much the way in which it works is that if you can select 4 out of all of these options here, and you have 50% chance of getting the any of the 4 options that you selected, or any of the other ones that is not selected by you, right? If you end up getting or losing the 50-50 and getting one of these other options, then the next time that you get an SSR, it will be guaranteed to be one of the 4 that you selected before. That is the simple way in which it works. So I'm going to be giving you guys all my recommendations, ideas, and pretty much my understanding about the Raid Up banner and the way in which I myself I'm doing this. I'm working on my main account, which is this one, which I would be playing for more than a month, and then I also have another account that is 9 days old, in which have been testing a couple of things, and I came to the conclusion that having these particular characters and weapons in the raid up all the time is actually the best thing to do. As you know, Chai is coming soon, and if you want Chai high in and you want to have the best support for her, of course you should be selecting the healer, right, to be here instead of Emma, right? Get his first dupe, and that would be the best way to go. Seo, I would not replace her. I think that she's like way too important as a character, and you should not be skipping Seo by any means, right? But once you get the healer and you get the first dupe, just make sure that you go back to Emma, right? But if the banner for Cha High In is already gone and you're watching this video after that, my recommendation is actually to go with Emma and then Cell, right? Emma is an insane character. She would allow you to clear waves of enemies very, very easily. She breaks, she provides herself with healing, shields, and defense penetration for the team, fire damage for the team, and even, is a character that is very versatile to use, very simple. The cooldowns are very fast, so I do highly recommend to go for Emma due to those particular reasons. Aside from Emma, then I recommend Seo. Seo is an insane character. Seo Jiwoo here. She is a character that doubles as a DPS and a tank. She has a lot of HP. You build her with HP, which is going to be dealing a lot of damage because she has a lot of crit damage mechanics. So you want to go with high crit rate and have a lot of crit damage. She breaks. She provides shields, and it is overall an excellent option to have and to use on your team. Aside from that, for the characters, another recommendation I will give you is if you're summoning or pulling for characters and you end up losing the 50-50, and for some reason you get, for example, I'm talking about characters, right? You get, for example, these Huan Dong-su. I recommend you to then do the following. If you lose the 50-50, got this guy, or you lose the 50-50 and got the healer, right? All you have to do is just unselect Emma and then select the one of these 2 that you got so that you can get another dupe of them. If you get this guy, Libora, Bike, or Ming Lim here, the archer, I do not recommend you guys to go for the first dupe on them. Just stick with what you have for them. If you end up getting the dupe later on, that's fine. But in the raid up, I only recommend you to go for the first dupe of this guy because he hits like a truck, and then the healer as well, because the healer is definitely very, very useful. You can get crit rate and crit damage for all the team with the first dupe, and overall he provides a lot of buff, right? So that's my reasoning in regards to that. And now we are going here to the complicated part, which is the weapons, right? For weapons, you guys would say, yeah, I don't know why you're putting there the site, because the site you get it for free, so you're trolling Highlander what you're doing there. Guys, let me cook, right? I'll be explaining that in a moment. First of all, we definitely need to keep here the book, right? The book is absolutely necessary for your account, and it would be insane of a weapon to have. It combines with every other weapon, and it allows you to deal massive damage and have some crowd control as well. If we come here to the weapons and we select the book here, you can see here for the book that it provides you a buff of 24% weakness damage, right? So pretty much if the enemy is weak against water, so the book itself would deal more damage. If the enemy is weak against light, then you attack with this first, put the debuff, then switch to your light weapon, and your light weapon will deal more damage. That's the way in which it works, guys, right? So it takes advantage of the weakness of the enemy and allows you to bring the weapon that deals the specific damage to that enemy and destroy the enemy without any problems, right? So this is a universal weapon that combines with any other weapon. You also get these, right, which pretty much is the Cold Iris FS. It is the freezing that you do, and pretty much all the damage that your shadows, other hunters, bleeding, or whatever is dealing damage to the enemy at the moment would be accumulated, and at the end 20% of that damage will be inflicted to the enemy once the freeze ends. And of course you also have these that as long as the enemy is frozen, you deal 50% more damage. So you pretty much use the book, freeze the enemy, and then you can use an ultimate, and the ultimate would deal 50% more damage, right? So insane weapon, very useful in general. Then the other weapon is the sight, and the sight you get it for free. You get it with one dupe for free, right? And then the other dupes are pretty nice. I mean, the second dupe would give you the direct damage. Third dupe is nothing. Like, this is definitely very bad. The fourth dupe is very important, and that's what I'm saying, that you guys should keep 2 weapons and stick to those 2 weapons until you get them with 5 dupes, or at least 4. And the reasoning for that is that if you get to the point in which you have the cooldown reduction, having cooldown reductions means increasing damage, because you're going to be able to use your abilities more often, and using your abilities more often means that you deal more damage. Also, the 5th dupe here for the side will give you a 50% attack buff, and you also take 15% more damage. These buffs are universal, right? Like this critical hit rate, as long as you have these as one of your 2 weapons and you are below 70%, doesn't matter if you're using another weapon at the moment, right? Like, or your secondary weapon, you still would have the 25% crit rate buff. So it is useful as a support weapon. It is useful as a main weapon as well. So that's what I am recommending you guys to go with these 2 weapons, because they are going to be insane for your account. Both of them combine great, one with the other. And then you will be asking, like, yeah, but what do I do then in regards to light damage or fire damage or wind damage? For wind damage, you have the West Wind, which is going to be nerfed. But even if it is nerfed, there is no problem, because you guys would still be able to, use it even if it is nerfed. So I'm pretty sure the damage will be good. And you also have this bow, the light bow, that is very insane. It deals a lot of damage, and it allows you to clear enemies, stuns, ignore defense. It is a very good weapon, right? And you also have the Orb of Avarice. Orb of Avarice is absolutely a great weapon again as well to have. It would allow you to clear waves of mobs, and it deals a lot of damage, especially if you have the 5 dupes, right? SR weapons, they get better and better the more dupes you have, but you know, overall it's easier for you to get more dupes of SR weapons than to try to get a lot of dupes for other SSR weapons aside from the 2 ones that I'm recommending you. Right? I'm not following my own advice on here. As you can see, I have a lot of different weapons, right? But now that I started a new account, free to play completely, I noticed how important it is for you to actually have 2 weapons with a lot of dupes. And I also came to the understanding of how important these 2 weapons, the sight and the book, are. So I'm hoping, guys, that you understand my point here. Let me know in the comments if you have a different idea, if you think that there's something else that I should be changing, or if my recommendation is wrong. Just let me know. I mean, it would be important to know the point of view for you guys. But in any case, guys, thank you so much for being here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and see you in the next one. Peace.